Yes. People, what's going on? Ziga Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Arsenal beat Preston North End 3-0 away from home in the Carabao Cup. What was it? I don't even know what round it is, but we're on to the quarterfinals, and it was a masterclass from Ethan Nwaneri. It was a masterclass from Gabriel Jesus, finally scoring a goal. I can't even say it's a masterclass from Gabriel Jesus. He could have scored 3 goals. The guy finally broke his goal drought. That is a positive thing. I'm happy for Gabriel Jesus finally breaking his goal drought. Also, a beautiful cross from Kiwior to Kai Havertz for the third and final goal of the night. All I have to say is Arsenal was cooking these guys, and we should be. This is a championship side. They're not on our level. We need to be taking them to the sword. We should not have them anywhere near us. And for a couple minutes, it was close. But then the moment Gabriel Jesus broke the deadlock, we knew we were going to continue to ride and ride and ride. And you know what? Mikel Arteta made some interesting substitutions. I've seen Bukayo Saka getting some game time. I've seen a lot of guys jumping in and out of the lineup, and it's just very interesting to say. But the main takeaway from today is wow, Ethan. Wow. Ethan Nwaneri, the guy who scored 2 goals in the last game in this competition, comes in this game and scores a goal again. And he easily took that ball, made quickly went onto his left foot and stroked that ball so well. And it was just beautifully taken, beautiful strike. And wow, I really do believe Ethan is one of our, like, we already know he's one of the shining lights in this team, but I think he's already showing that he is capable of stepping in and maybe producing for us at the top level. We need to give him more opportunities in the Champions League, in the league, and give him more run. He's not getting too much game time right now outside of the Carabao Cup, but that's 2 90-minute performances in the Carabao Cup, and both of them he has looked stupendous, right? He has looked amazing. But yeah, but forget about him for a second. The whole lineup was different today. Mikel Arteta didn't have a lot of regulars, and usually when we don't have a lot of regulars, we don't look as good. We look shaky at times. We look like we're it's taking a couple minutes for these guys to get up to scratch. But with Preston today, I did not expect anything less than a convincing win. 3-0, 4-1. That was my prediction, and we got the 3-0 that we needed. Now, let me just go through the lineup, and we'll go through each player and what we thought about each player. Before we do that, just make sure you guys do hit that like button. Right now, it's absolutely free. It's integral that you guys do that. It helps out the channel massively. You guys don't understand how much I need you guys to support the channel by making sure you're hitting the like buttons and making sure you guys are leaving comments down below in the comment section and letting us know what you guys think is what is going on. But before we go any further, let's talk about the man who broke the deadlock, Gabriel Jesus, a guy who just needed confidence. He just needed a goal to go into the back of the net. He just needed something to go his way. Gabriel Jesus has had such a long goal drought that I was just happy to see him put the ball in the back of the net for the first time in a long time. When he put the ball in the back of the net, it didn't matter if it was a half turn and he just struck the ball from there. We just needed to see him score. And people are saying do a live reaction to the draw. When is the draw?
10:15.
Oh no, I can't. I'm probably gonna have to wrap this up. I won't be able to do a live reaction to the draw, but I will speak about it on the next time. But yeah, I'm just speaking about Gabriel Jesus, man. I'm just so happy that he scored. I'm just so happy that he's over with his goal drought, and we've needed him. We've needed him to pick up form. Hopefully, this gives him the confidence to continue to score goals and continue to improve. But yeah, talk to me. What are you saying, Gunnar Souls? It's been a minute, man.
Yeah, no, it's been a while since I've actually been on anything, but yeah, no, I mean, today was a professional performance. We needed to get Preston out of the way. We scored 3 goals. Clean sheet, obviously, with a slightly rotated team, obviously, with William Saliba playing, Raheem Sterling getting minutes, Gabriel Jesus getting minutes. We've seen Marino get a full half as well. Jorginho got a bit of a run out. And I think it's important as well.
Jorginho had recovery pace today. What the hell?
Yeah. Like, I mean, look, he's a phenomenal player. Like, you can't take it away from him. Yes, He's not the quickest. I mean, obviously, if it's in the Premier League, it's a bit of a different story. But again, these players, they require minutes, because you never know when you're going to need them, when you need to throw them in, and yeah, so no, considering the circumstances of a rotated team, Raheem Sterling had a good performance. Jesus had a good performance. I mean, Martinelli, it was good in moments, but his finishing needs to improve. But yeah, without going into, I mean, Ethan, what a player, man. He is special. He is, and I told you, just throw him in. I don't care, man. He's ready. He's been ready, and I just think he needs that opportunity just to shine. The guy is the answer to every problem we've had this season, and I hope on the weekend, or at least until Odegaard's now back, he gets that opportunity in the Premier League to continue proving himself.
You think he's going to start him? I don't think he does.
I don't think he does, but he deserves to.
The level is slightly different, though. Let's be honest. Newcastle's very physical side. I like the fact that he's gotten 90 minutes on 80 minutes today and 90 minutes in the last game. He got a lot of minutes under his belt. But guys, slow down.
No, I don't need to. A talent's a talent.
Maybe bring him on 30 minutes versus Newcastle, and then we ramp it up, because he hasn't had more than 10 minutes in the league yet.
No, he's ready, man. I'm telling you, he's ready. Like, everything we need is Ethan. The problems that we have this season, why we got the draws, why the Bournemouth game happened, why these silly moments are happening, it's because we don't have a creative 10. He is, I'm telling you, he is the answer. As soon as if he starts on this weekend, I'm telling you, the guy bags and we win that game comfortably. By far. Like, other than Martin Odegaard coming in, there is not a better 10, there is not a better technical player in this club than Ethan Nwaneri. And that's just a fact.
Bro,
the guy will transform us in a different level. If he's playing with that first team, with the likes of Moreno and Rice and Partey being at right back and whatever, trust me, different gravy.
The confidence to take the ball and strike it just first time the way that he did. The confidence, the sheer confidence. He has that arrogance, he has that confidence, he has that swagger, where when he takes the ball, you just know he's going to do something with it. He's not going to dilly-dally on the ball. That's what I like about him. He was impressive again today. And I hear you, bro. I hear you when you say we need to give him minutes. I hear you when you say he's ready to go. But I just don't think Arteta's going to do it. I just don't think.
I know he won't, but I'm just saying he should, because the reality is, right, the problems we have right now in terms of the way we're playing, the way that we're not really scoring as fluidly as we want to, is down to the fact that we don't have someone like an Odegaard. Now, Ethan Nwaneri unlocks a lot of that potential in this team. He unlocks Havertz to another level as well. So that's just my opinion at the end of the day. I just think once he starts, that's when people start respecting him. But in my opinion, he's beyond ready. Like, he is raring to go. He just needs to be unleashed.
That was a beautiful goal, by the way, also. To take it first time the way that he did, you got to give him so much credit. He just didn't even think twice. He just went, boom, straight onto his left foot. Bang. It was into the back of the net. And you got to give him so much credit for that. How about this? What do you think about Raheem Sterling and some of the other fringe players before we get on to Kai Havertz's goal? What do you think of the performances from some of the players? And also, what did you think about the fact that we actually started with the likes of Timber? Reportedly, he was only slightly tired in the previous game versus Liverpool. It wasn't an injury. Also, when you think about the lineup, I just want to hear about Timber. I want to hear about the likes of Sterling, and I didn't even notice Kiwior. I didn't even notice Zinchenko was playing. Like, he was really quiet.
No. That's your bias coming through. Zinchenko was actually phenomenal today. He was actually really good. He was stringing passes together. He was breaking lines. He was making passes. He was one of our more advanced players. Like, he was actually good today. I'm not going to take away from his performances for me. So, but when it comes to like the question that you asked about Raheem, for me, Raheem Sterling had a Marmite performance.
He could have scored.
Yeah, he could have scored a hat trick. Really, he had so many opportunities. This is what I'm saying. Like, I think his overall game was good, but the problem that he had is in the final third. So if I'm going to be consistent with my criticism of other players, I have to be consistent here. Bar the end product, he had a good game. I feel like his runs, he was confident, he was taking players on. But you do expect, especially that pretty much open goal opportunity that he got. I know it was an off the line clearance, pretty much last kick of the game. That he should have been burying. They're the kinds of goals that, for the experience he has, for the level that he's played to, you expect him to score. Now, when it comes to someone like Timber, you know what? He needed minutes. He's been injured, but obviously he's come back again. He needs those minutes in his legs, get that sort of confidence, get that blood flowing. And I don't have a problem with who started. And Gabriel Jesus, again, one of his better performances. He looks like he's picking it back up. It's just a case of if he gets another injury, it's kind of difficult because it takes him a lot longer to restart and get back to this sort of level where he's taking players on. But you're starting to see it. He's growing in confidence. He's growing in that ability to just take people on. The only thing that I'm going to criticize about Jesus' performances overall, every single time he's come on, I want to see a bit more link up. I want to see that sort of. I don't want to see him be too selfish because at the moment, that's how it feels to me. That he's too selfish. He's dilly-dallying on the ball too much. Yes, you're taking your man on, but sometimes you've got to release the ball quicker. But other than that, I think, these fringe players, they did their jobs. They proved why they should be given an opportunity in the team, why Arteta can trust them if the game needs changing. So, credit to them. I know it's Preston, but at the end of the day, these guys are pretty much on the chopping blocks as well. So, yeah, I'll give it to them. They've proved themselves and they did their jobs.
Man City just lost to Tottenham.
Yeah, but if you hear what Pep said, he doesn't give a shit.
What did he say?
He doesn't care about the competition.
What did he say?
He doesn't care about the competition.
Is that his words?
Yeah. Everyone knew he was throwing it. He's already said he doesn't care.
All right, fair enough. We could potentially get Southampton, Brentford, Newcastle, Liverpool, Manchester United, Crystal Palace, Tottenham. I'm confident we could win this.
It's the first time in the Carabao Cup where the quarterfinals is all Premier League.
We could win this. We could win the Carabao Cup. I really do believe we could win this.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the teams, bro. I think we could win this. I don't know about you. I really am confident.
The only spanner is Liverpool, really. They're the only ones where I'm like, that could be a 50-50 game. Every other game, we're favourites to winning. So even if we play Spurs, if we play Palace, if we play United, Newcastle, Brentford or Southampton, we're quite heavily favourites. So the only game is that's a 50-50 is Liverpool. So, it's at 10-40 anyway. Yeah, it's a long way away to draw.
Yeah, no, bro. I am confident this year we could end up. This could be the first trophy we left since the FA Cup. But we just
do you know what my feeling is, right? I feel like we're gonna do what Pep does every season, or when he first came in, which is he wins the Carabao Cup and then goes on to winning the league.
Arsenal could win the Carabao Cup, man.
We kind of have to, though, in my opinion. I feel like for us to have a better chance of winning the league, we have to get this over the line. That's just going to give us that confidence booster to kind of go on and believe in ourselves in the league or even in the Champions League, whatever route we end up going down. But the Carabao Cup will give us a massive boost and a massive mental lift to actually go into securing the Premier League. That's just an opinion I've got.
Fair enough. Let's talk about Havertz. Havertz, 7 goals, bro. 7 goals already.
I've got nothing to say. I've said this to you guys before. It's you guys that need to start now praising him, not me.
I've been praising him. What do you mean?
Listen, you guys doubted him. I told you guys he'll come through, and
I've had questions, but I genuinely, majority of the time, I'm one of the people who are on his side defending. I'll tell you this, man. Kai Havertz, the header, beautiful header. But the thing that shocked me was Kiwior's involvement in today's game.
I've been telling people, man, Kiwior ain't as bad as people think. 2
assists from Kiwior.
I told people, man, people just like to slate him. He's not that bad. He's actually decent. I always say, look, for the role he has to play in the squad, he's actually brilliant because he's not your first choice. He's not your second choice. He's kind of like your third or fourth, maybe even your 5th choice, depending on how you kind of look at the lineup or how you look at the squad. And I think he's phenomenal for that. Someone who can come in, do a job. He's been steady. Yes, he can make a mistake. I'm not saying he's a perfect defender in any stretch of the imagination. He's no Gabriel or Saliba. I get that. but in terms of like what he offers as like a option, he's not one that he needs multiple minutes to get up to speed, or it's kind of like Nwaneri. If you just throw him in, you know what you're getting. It's like Jorginho. You throw him in, you're gonna get a performance, and that's what Kiwior's like for me. He's just reliable. Throw him in, a perfect squad player and a perfect squad defender, should we say as well.
All right, let's do the player ratings now. So first things first, Tommy Setford. Can you see it? Yeah, Tommy Setford. What do we say? I'm
7,
giving him.
I don't think he had anything to do.
He made 2 saves. You got to give him credit. 7.5. He's 18 years
I don't
old.
even know what the saves were, but yeah, okay, cool. I'm not mad at it. He had nothing much to do.
Timber, good kick about, what was it, 60 minutes, 45 minutes? What did he have?
Was it 40? Who came on? It was it was 45 minutes. Party came on, and what's it? Havertz came on in it. Yeah, I'd say like a 7, because he had nothing again. Just whatever, kick about.
Yeah, good. Saliba, solid performance, nothing negative. 7.
Yeah, I didn't see much of what he did.
Kiwior, 8 out of 10.
Has to be 8.5. Yeah, it has to be
8.5. Bro, I'll give it to him. 2 assists. Two assists. Headed it down for Jesus' goal, which was also very difficult. Beautiful cross for Havertz's goal. Honestly,
that cross was beautiful though. Like the header, right? Cool.
He was looking. I don't want to get carried away right now, but the way that he kicked the ball, he was looking like that like image of David Beckham about to take a cross. That's what it looked like.
Yeah. No, it was phenomenal, man. It was just perfect. Like no one expected it from him. First time, just whipped it in perfect.
He's one of the man of the matches. Zinchenko, I'll give him a 6.5, 7.
No, he's got to get a 7, man. He was solid, steady, did his job.
Maybe I'm a hater.
You know what it is? I am too, but to be honest with you, I actually thought he was fine.
Jorginho, just because he had a recovery tackle where he outpaced a striker, you got to give him a 7.
But he was a 7 though. He was solid. I like what he had to bring today.
Yeah, poor Gino. Mikel Merino. The good thing, the compliment I have to Mikel Merino is he created some good chances. It's just unfortunate we couldn't finish them.
Yeah, he only had 45 minutes, which just felt like it's difficult to rate.
He created a big chance for Ethan in the box.
Yeah. I mean, it was a 7. It was solid. It was kind of what he needs to do to kind of get that sort of confidence in him. So yeah, 7 for me, solid.
Ethan, best player on the pitch, 8.5, 9.
Ooh, yeah, I'm not mad at it.
9. The goal, the positivity. Every time he takes the ball, he's looking on the half turn. He's looking the most threatening player. He is the closest thing we have to a dictator, similar to Odegaard. You're right. 9 out of 10 for me.
Slightly different to Odegaard, but yes. Like
Raheem Sterling, as much as I want to give him a lower rating for his finishing, for his overall performance, it's deserving of a 7.5.
I was going to say 7, but yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yes, we can do 7.5. Like I said, it was just as finishing.
He needs to be more effective, though. It didn't breed confidence into me today.
Do you know what, though? He was better off the left. When Saka came on and Sterling got moved to the left, that's when he was actually really good. But I mean, look, the problem with the Sterling is he needs consistent minutes. Like he's not one that can just play a game here, play a game there. So I mean, it's a 7. Overall, I'm fine with his performance. I think the goals will come.
All right, 7.5 is fair.
Yeah.
Martinelli, quiet game, 7. Didn't really notice him.
I can't. I'll give him a 7. I don't want to be too high. I mean, we won 3-0.
What did he really do, bro?
He did nothing. That's part of the problem.
That's my point.
I mean, it's a bit harsh actually, because if I'm gonna say that about Sterling, I mean, he did have moments where he took.
All right, give him a 7.
Yeah.
This 7's all around. Jesus, goal, 8. Simple.
Yeah, done his job. He was actually quite positive.
He should have scored more.
But he was positive, though. He was a positive.
And he got an assist, to be fair. So, yeah. Thomas Partey, 45 minutes, right back. The compliment I can give to Partey is when he plays right back, I'm not worried about any left winger touching us.
He's actually improved massively, hasn't he? Like even against Liverpool, he was man of the match for me.
Bro, he shut down Luis Diaz, and Luis Diaz has been a problem all season. Havertz coming on, scoring a goal, immediately gets a 7. Good performance from him off the bench. Miles Lewis-Skelly, he came on, almost won us a penalty. Give him a 6. Nothing really too much negativity.
Yeah.
And then Bukayo Saka, why did he even come on the pitch?
It's to do with like rehabilitation though, because you need to get. There's a difference between being fit and being match fit. Even though it's only 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks that he's been out, it's still a significant period of time to actually lose a bit of minutes. So for me, it was perfectly done. It's to do with injury management, and what you don't want to be doing is giving Saka all the minutes back in the Premier League. I'm fine with how many minutes he got. 30 minutes, run out, perfectly fine in a game that's not that intense.
I'm not even gonna give him a crazy rating. I'm just gonna say 6 average per.
Yeah, he didn't have to do much.
Yeah. Heaven came on and he was balling.
Yeah.
He was cooking on the right hand side.
This is what I mean. Like the youngsters that are being bred through are being carefully chosen, and I think Mertesacker deserves a massive amount of credit for the way that he's handling the youth academy, the way that he's giving these opportunities to these players, because he's handpicking them, and I feel like that's the smart way to do it. Because if one player comes through and he has an absolute shocker, you know what happens after that. So you've got to be very careful with how and when you give minutes to players. So look, the youngsters this season, like the Miles Lewis-Skelly coming through, Ethan coming through, Haven, even in pre-season, brilliant. You can't.
I don't know what Northside or Lee Gunner could complain about today. Honestly, there's just nothing to complain about. It is what it is.
I am curious what they're moaning about, because I mean it was such a easy, relaxed. I was sat back. I was watching most of the other games as well.
They're gonna probably still talk about Lokonga and what do you call it? Lokonga and who else? What's that guy?
Tavares.
They're probably going to talk about Nuno Tavares killing in Italy. Arteta couldn't use him.
Yeah.
Random stuff.
Even though he's a wing back and not a full back, so
there you go. But guys, honestly, not much really to talk about. I'm going to be headed over to Never Foul, so please do check us out over there. I do think I'm going to be talking more about there's going to be more to discuss this week. We're facing Newcastle. I'll probably do a proper preview, but the thing is, we play at 12:30 on Saturday, so I don't really have time to do a proper preview, but I'll try to get a preview done. Let me know who you guys want me to bring on. Do you want me to bring on Kendall? Do you want me to bring on somebody else that's a Newcastle fan? Let me know. Gunnar Souls, thank you for joining me, bro. What do you give Mikel Arteta today?
7-8. I don't know. I mean, it's not a lot to talk about. It's Preston.
Arteta Masterclass. Let's just give him a 10 and keep him moving.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're out of here, people. Catch you guys in the next one. Love for the love. Peace.